Hello all. So welcome to my channel Cute Math by Shri Puraj. Hope you are all doing good. So ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ grade 7 CBSE ലാസ്റ്റ് ചാപ്റ്റർ ആണ് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത്. That is visualizing solid shapes. Okay. Easy chapter ആണ് കേട്ടോ. Visualizing solid shapes. Okay. So solid shapes എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ എന്താണ്? Solid shapes എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ it is actually എന്താണ്? They are 3D shapes. 3D ഷേപ്സിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ പൊതുവെ സോളിഡ് ഷേപ്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. കറക്റ്റ്. ഇസ് ഇറ്റ് സോ? എക്സാമ്പിൾ ഓഫ് 3D ഷേപ്സ് എന്തൊക്കെയാണ്? നമ്മുടെ നമ്മൾ ചുറ്റുവട്ടത്തും കാണുന്ന ഐറ്റംസ് ഒക്കെ എല്ലാം 3D ആണ്. കറക്റ്റ്. പിന്നെ നമ്മുടെ ക്യൂബ്, ക്യൂബോയിഡ്, റൈറ്റ്, കോൺ, ഇതൊക്കെയാണ് നമ്മുടെ നോർമൽ 3D ഷേപ്സ്. ഓക്കെ, സോ 3D ഷേപ്സ് എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ എന്താണ്? ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി ഹാവിംഗ് ഡയമെൻഷൻസ്, 3 dimensions, റൈറ്റ്, ലെങ്ത്, width and height. Correct? Length, width or thickness, like that also you can see. Okay, so that is solid shapes. Okay, so if you observe solid shapes, okay, so for example, if I draw a cube, okay, yes, this is an example of a cube or cuboid, whatever it is. Okay, so basically there are 3 parts in a solid. Okay, one is the face, okay, other is the edge, and last one is the vertex. Okay, so here I have drawn a cuboid. Okay, so the faces means what? The flat surfaces, right? This is faces. Okay, so how many faces can a cuboid have? So imagine that this is a cube or a cuboid. How many flat faces do we have? Just imagine. Okay, it's not exact a cuboid, okay, or cube. Okay, so tell me flat surfaces. So 1, top 1, 2, bottom 1, front and back, so total 4, then side 1, 2, so 4 plus 2 is 6. So there are 6 faces. Correct? In a cube and cuboid both are same, the faces, edge and vertex numbers are same. So there are 6 faces. And what is meant by edge? Okay, so what is face? These are flat surfaces. Correct? Now what is meant by edge? Okay, so the meeting point of 2 faces. Okay, that is edge. Meeting, not point, the meeting line of 2 faces. Look at this, you can see here this face and this face is meeting at this line. Correct? Similarly, this face and the bottom face is meeting as this line. This is called edge. Clear? Okay, the meeting line of faces. Okay, that is edges. Okay, so how many edges do a cube or a cuboid have? If you look at it, top there are 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bottom also there are 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? And in the side 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 plus 4 plus 4, you will be having 12 edges. Okay, and what is vertex? The meeting point of edges is called vertex. Okay, so look at this. This is one edge. This is another edge. It's meeting at a corner here, right? Is it? So this is what? Edge. Okay, so these are the edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So edge means meeting point of, vertex means meeting point of edges. So there are 8 edges. Okay, clear? Okay, so these are the main parts of a 3D shape or 3D solid. Okay, so face, edge, vertex. Okay, so there are different 3D shapes, correct? Cone, cylinder, cube, but sphere is also a 3D shape, but it do not have any edge or vertex, right? But it's a 3D shape. It's a solid, correct? So it's a 3D shape. And let me ask you one. Tell you one more thing. Okay, so you know prism and a pyramid. Prism and a pyramid. Okay, Actually, this cube can also be called as a square prism. Okay, what does actually square prism means? Okay, sorry, what does actually prism means? Okay, the base of the prism will be a polygon. Polygon means what? Figure made up of line segments. Okay, so in the prism, base will always be a polygon. Okay, the figure is formed by extending the base face to some height. That is prism. Okay, for example, okay, yeah. So uh, this is a shape of a cube. Okay, I told you like a cube. I can also call it as a square prism because look at this. The base is a polygon, right? Square means it's a polygon made up of line segments. And it is that base face. Okay, what is happening here? That base face is extended to some height, just extending that to some height, so we will get a what? Prism. Okay, so you can say like square, sorry, cuboid, it is a prism also. Square is cube is square prism, cuboid is rectangular prism. Okay, and you can have like this shape also, a base triangle. Okay, and that triangle is extended to some height like this, so you will get a figure like this is also a prism. No, sorry, not like this. Okay, this is a pyramid. Okay, you are having a triangle, and top also you are having another triangle. Okay, so yes, this is a pyramid. That is, the base is a rectangle that is just extended to some height. Correct? So this is a prism. Clear? Okay, I hope it's clear. Okay, cylinder is not a prism. So you may think that why? You may think that okay, it's a base circle is extended to some height, so it's a prism. No, it's not a prism because the base face is not a polygon. Polygon means it's a figure made up of line segments. So cylinder is not a prism. Okay, so the height will be uniform. Like throughout the height, the edges will be like uniform. Correct? So that is basically prism. Okay, now let me tell about the pyramid. Pyramid means the base will be a polygon. Okay, and so the figure is formed by extending the base figure such that the edges will join at an apex. Okay, the figure formed by extending the base face such that the edges are meeting at an apex. That is basically a pyramid. For example, this bottom is a rectangle, and this, when we extend that, corresponding edges will converge and meet at a point called apex. Okay, this is not a prism, right? It's like converging the edges, but in prism the edges were just like this. Correct? So this is actually pyramid. Okay, so based upon the base face, this is a triangular pyramid. If the base is a square like this, okay, like this is a square pyramid. If it's a rectangle, it's a rectangular pyramid. Okay, so depending upon the shape of the base only we are naming it. Okay, So I hope it's clear. Okay. So you understood about basically what a solid shape or a 3D shape is. Okay. Now let's move on. Okay. So now let's talk about net of a solid. Okay. Net of a solid shape. Okay. So what is meant by a net of a solid shape? Means net means actually by folding a net we will get a 3D shape. By folding a net we will get a 3D shape. Okay. So net is actually a 2D shape. Okay. Okay. It is a 2D shape. Okay. I can add here. It is a 2D shape. By folding we will get a 3D shape. Okay. For example, or you can say net is a figure obtained by suitably separating the edges of a 3D shape. For example, okay, so this is my cube. Okay. So when I separate the edges, if I separate the edges from here, okay, look at it, it's just opening, correct? No? So here you don't want to consider this one, these parts, okay. So if I just open this, you will get a, like if I separate the cut here, if I open this, if I cut here and open this, I will get a 2D shape basically, right? Is it? I will get a 2D shape. That is called the net. So net by folding, we will get a 3D shape, okay. For more clarity, look at here. This is a cuboid. Okay, this is a cuboid. Okay. So when I suitably separate the edges of this cuboid, look at it how it's converting. It's just opening up into a 2D shape, right? And by folding this, I will get a 3D shape. So this is actually net. Okay, that is net. So different solids will be having different types of nets. Okay. So for example, a sphere will not have a net because it is not having any edges. So we cannot separate it, correct? So it's not possible for a sphere. Okay. So the 2D shape, which by folding we will get a 3D shape, that is called a net. Okay. So you know that. So in a net of a cube and a cuboid, we will be having like 6 phases, right? Is it? Net of a cone, you know that cone is looking like this. So if you suitably separate, if you separate the circle and if you make a cut over here, when you open it, it will be just looking like this. It can be like this, it can be like this, okay. It can be like the circle can be at the center like this, okay. So these are all nets. Don't draw separately, okay, because it should be connected, okay. Don't draw like this is wrong, because we should fold it. When we fold it, we should get a 3D shape. So if it's connected only, like it will fix over there, right? We can fold completely, right? So don't draw it like this, okay. So this is actually what is meant by net. Regarding net, we will discuss more in the next class. Okay, so for this session, this is enough. Okay, so thank you so much, students. So if you like my session, please do like my video. Please do share my video and please do subscribe to my channel. Okay, so thank you so much.